And I'm actually quite appalled because I really think they should have a wider perspective of what's happening in the world today. And to many of us, we all, you know, everyone's feeling the pinch. And there's all what's happened with the pandemic, the Ukraine war, people trying to get back on track. And, you know, the sad thing was I was doing a show on Saturday and a dad rang in saying, I am so worried. My son's got his first lot of cancer treatment on Tuesday. I've no idea how I'm going to get him into London. And you know what? They are hurting the people they're saying they're trying to help. And I think it's a really toxic timing. And I think it's dreadful what they're doing. And they should take a look at the bigger picture, I'm afraid.
Gemma?
Well, you say everybody's suffering. That's simply not true. The shareholders, the fat cats in the city, they are all making so much money, and this wealth gap continues. And of course, individual cases like that, I mean, we've been affected by the chaos today, but I support these strikes and I hope the trade unions pull through. And I wish all public sector workers had such strong unions to protect their rights, because I tell you what...
Well, you want to go back to the 1970s?
We are going back there.
Arthur Scargill too, the guy.
Do you know why?
Lynch.
Because we've
How
had...
can he look at himself in the mirror when he's hearing stories like I did on Saturday night, where people aren't getting their hospital treatment? It's affecting businesses after the pandemic, where we're trying to get back on our feet.
So, 12 years of Tory government, and this is where we're at. If trade unions didn't exist, we wouldn't have 2-day weekends. We wouldn't have 8-hour working days, paid maternity leave, workplace pensions, the right not to be sacked because you've had a baby, equality laws. We would have working standards that went back to the 1850s. You know, sometimes you need agitation. This is what happened with the civil rights movement. This is what happened with equality for women. And you know, the chaos is a nightmare. Like I say, it's affecting every single person that I know.
It's going to kill people.
This isn't just about pay, OK? This is about the fact that when P&O acted in the way they did, everybody was broadly against it. That's exactly what they want to do
What
here.
happened to the miners?
Boris Johnson,
what happened there with the miners?
Yeah, exactly. And even Thatcher would not go as far as this government want to go with the rights of these workers.
Have to stand
and when they
up
talk,
for this country.
I'm standing up for workers, because
where's
when they
Keir
talk
Starmer?
about...
You know why he's not said anything? Because he gets donations for the RMT, doesn't he? Because he's got about $250,000
Labour should be on the side of workers.
And I'm sorry, this strike is terrible.
The Tories, when, you know, they come out and they haven't got round the table, by the way, they haven't done any negotiations, and you only need to listen to Mick Lynch for 5 minutes to understand that. And, you know, they say, well, nurses and teachers get paid really, really badly. Like, that is a defence. And that's what will happen next. But until people get a rise, which is in line with inflation, which could go as high as 12%.
But the train workers are getting, I think it's 59,000. Okay. Nurses are getting 31,000.
So, OK, this isn't just about train drivers at all. It's about guards and everybody else.
You want a summer of discontent? Is that what you want,
Gemma? The sackings that they want to do. And can I just say, front page of the newspaper today, Boris Johnson is mooting as a benefit of Brexit, because it was a European law. He's going to lift the cap on city bosses getting their bonuses. So it was capped so that instead of being, I don't know, however many million, it could be X million. He is going to get rid of that. So it's OK for them. Well, the public, the workers who we clapped for during COVID, they're the most important integral parts of society. And now they just want a pay rise in line with inflation.
So you want a summer of discontent?
Have had,
you want us to go back to the 1970s?
No, we're heading there. We're heading
so what
there
happened
this
to
summer.
Arthur Scargill? And,
with the mismanagement of the economy by this government, and the waste and the corruption and the COVID contracts we have, and Brexit has proved to
and
be
now businesses
twice
can't
as
be open.
expensive
The hospitality business
so it's hard to hear anybody's point, but I think you've made both your points very clear.